A farmer in Nebraska pays $350,000 for a brand new John Deere tractor. He drives it into his soybean field. 2 weeks later, an error code flashes across the screen inside the cab. The tractor shuts down. The engine goes silent. The farmer opens the hood, grabs his wrench, and finds the problem. A loose sensor wire on the diesel engine. He fixes it in 10 minutes. But when he climbs back into the cab, the tractor still will not start. The screen still shows that error code, and the only way to clear it is with software that John Deere will not give him. That farmer now owns a $350,000 paperweight sitting in the middle of his field. And this is happening to thousands of farmers across America every single harvest season. If this is your first time on this channel, we break down how farm equipment actually works and who is profiting from keeping you in the dark. Subscribe now so you do not miss what comes next, because this story gets worse. John Deere controls 53% of the large tractor market in America. They also control 60% of the combine harvester market. When you drive past a grain field in Iowa or Kansas or Nebraska, more than half the machines cutting that crop have the green and yellow paint. Deere pulled in $45.7 billion in revenue in 2025 alone. They are not a struggling company. They are a giant. And starting around 2015, that giant started locking down every tractor, every combine, every piece of equipment with something called Service Advisor software. This is the diagnostic program that controls every function on a modern John Deere machine. Without it, you cannot read error codes on your tractor screen. You cannot reset a warning light after you change the oil filter in your barn. You cannot calibrate a new sensor on your combine after harvest runs it into the ground. The catch is simple. John Deere does not sell Service Advisor to farmers. Only authorized dealers get the full version. If your tractor breaks down in the middle of your wheat field during July, you have two choices. You can call the dealer and wait, or you can call the dealer and wait. A farmer named Danny Wood found this out the hard way. His tractor threw an error code in the cab. He paid a dealer $8,500 to fix the mechanical problem on the diesel engine. 2 days later, another code appeared on the screen. The dealer sent a technician to his farm. That technician typed a few numbers into a laptop, cleared the code, and left. The bill was $950. $950 to type in a code on a screen. Danny could have done it himself in 2 minutes if he had the software. Now multiply that across every farm in America. A report from the U.S. Public Interest Research Group found that farmers lose $3 billion every year to tractor and combine downtime caused by repair restrictions. They pay another $1.2 billion in excess repair costs on top of that. That is $4.2 billion a year pulled out of the pockets of people who grow the food this country eats. And the geography makes it even worse. Authorized John Deere dealers are not on every corner. In parts of Montana, Wyoming, and the Dakotas, the nearest dealer with Service Advisor can be 300 miles from your farm. During harvest season, when your combine goes down and your grain is ready to fall off the stalk, every single day of downtime in that field can cost you tens of thousands of dollars. You cannot wait a week for a dealer truck to show up at your barn. So farmers started finding another way. Cracked versions of John Deere diagnostic software began appearing online. Ukrainian programmers figured out how to bypass the digital locks. Farmers across the Midwest started buying pirated copies and modified firmware just to fix their own tractors in their own fields. American farmers, people who built this country, reduced to buying black market software from Eastern Europe just to keep their combines running during harvest. John Deere eventually offered a limited customer tool for $195 per tractor, but it only covers basic functions. You can read some codes on the screen, but you cannot reset most of them from your barn. The full diagnostic power still sits behind the dealer wall. Independent mechanics who want access pay $5,995 per year. And even that version does not match what the dealers use in their service bays. The federal government finally stepped in. In January 2025, the FTC and several state attorneys general sued John Deere for running a repair monopoly on farm equipment. The lawsuit says Deere forces farmers into costly authorized dealer networks through exclusive control of their software. A federal judge denied Deere's attempt to throw the case out. The trial is moving forward. Then in April 2026, Deere agreed to a $99 million settlement in a separate class action lawsuit filed by farmers. The settlement requires Deere to provide digital repair tools to farmers for the next 10 years. Farmers in the class action could recover between 26% and 53% of the overcharge damages they paid at dealer service bays. But $99 million is not even 2 days of revenue for a company that makes $45 billion a year. And the settlement only covers large agricultural equipment like tractors and combines. Smaller machines, compact tractors, GPS guidance systems, and precision planting rigs still sit behind the same software wall. The tractor in your barn is not fully yours if you cannot fix it. The combine in your field is not fully yours if one error code on a screen can shut down your entire harvest. And the company selling you that equipment for $300,000 and up is the same company charging you $1,000 to type 6 numbers into a laptop. Every week on this channel, we dig into the machines that run American farms and the companies that control them. If you learned something in the last few minutes, subscribe. We have a lot more to cover.